Hello, my name is Matt Hammond, and I've been asked to share my story about Milfoil, and I live over on 92 Summer Lane, on Lake Salem, of course. And last year, well, actually over the last few years, I've heard about Milfoil, but last year was the first time I discovered it. And truth be known, last late May, early June, I was looking for it right out here in front of my camp. Spent probably 3 or 4 hours back and forth from the surface on a kayak and a pedal boat, and didn't seem to find anything, and I felt pretty secure in that knowledge. July of last year, we got back to camp, and lo and behold, right out here, about 100 yards apart, were two red buoys marking new milfoil sightings. So after that discovery, decided to take a closer look, realized that it was a lot closer than I thought, and donned a snorkel mask and my fins and started taking a look underwater. So what initially I thought was 2 plants was about 50 plants. One spot in particular already had about 40 plants underwater, anywhere between 1 and about 5 or 6 feet tall. So I decided at that point I was going to educate myself, watch some YouTube videos on how to harvest milfoil. My neighbor Tim came out one day on a boat and probably got 25-30 plants in a couple hours. But over time I just kept going at it, diving. It's pretty deep where it is. It's probably 8 to 10 feet deep would be my guess. Over the course of last summer, 3 separate weeks, I probably harvested about 100 plants, would be a guess, hoping that I got it all. But each time I came back and harvested, I'd find more plants. So by the end of the season, I kind of felt like, oh geez, I don't know what it's going to look like next spring. I feel like I got all the plants, but every time I go back out 2 weeks later, more appear out of nowhere. So fast forward to this late May, early June, the same spot, kind of a hot spot out here that I've been after all along. I found 20 plants, so I kind of feel like I got over the hump a little bit, which I thought was good news. But as the summer has gone on, I've probably on 2 separate occasions have taken out, in a 1 week's time, 50 plants and 50 more plants. So right now, if I snorkeled out there, I don't think I would see a whole lot of plants. I just got done yesterday spending several hours. I'm getting the root ball, making sure I don't have any fragments, really being careful about the procedures that I use. But it has been a very difficult process, more difficult than even I thought. I thought, I said, if I ever get milfoil in front of my camp, I'm going to be proactive. I'm going to go after it, make sure it doesn't spread. And I feel like at this point, I'm kind of holding it back. But I found a few other spots where it's popped up along the way too. So at this point, I'm just trying to take care of a 100-yard section of the lake, maybe 200 yards. And I don't know if I'm winning. It's pretty close. So I'll be back up in another month. We'll take a look in the water. We'll see what we see. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is this plant is very difficult to get rid of. It's taken a very strong foothold in the lake. It's very prolific now. There's huge patches of it, and we're going to need all the help we can.